Hey everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. I'm not in my own shop. I'm visiting my folks again, and behind me this thing should look familiar. The 2009 Honda CRV that was featured in a video on how some automotive shops make money. This lady was quoted over $400 to replace her windshield washer tank for a small leak, and the leak is coming from the little rubber grommet up here at the filler neck. So it's not really a big deal unless you fill it to the brim and then it, dribbles out until it gets down to the tank level right there. And just to prove the point here, I went to the dealer and just got the grommet, just this rubber grommet, even a couple extra plastic clips in case that one breaks when we're taking it out. Grand total of $9.24. How about that? So let's pop that in. And the other customer complaint, which should be a little more interesting, is she said the air conditioner doesn't work. I quickly just got in it, started up, pushed the AC button. You can hear the cooling fan kick on, but the air conditioning compressor is not engaging. So we'll diagnose that, and hopefully this will be a fun video. Alright, so got our Harbor Freight clippy pliers. Hopefully we can sneak in here and grab this guy and pop it out. It should come right out. Oh wow, I'm amazed that didn't even break. A little plastic clip. Alright, now we can just pull this guy straight up out of here. Maybe this is why they're charging 3 hours for replacement. Maybe you can't get this thing out from here. I'm gonna try. Uh-oh. Now I'm looking kind of stupid on camera, right? Well, it can't be that hard. Oh, okay, so it comes with the thing that attaches to, so that's like a dipstick for your washer fluid, and I think this is our culprit, just this silly grommet. I don't know why it's leaking. Seems to still be pliable mostly. So there's a part number. Let's see if this thing's any different. It already feels lubed up with some silicone. It looks exactly the same. I don't know. So I think we pop the ring in first, and then we slide the neck into the ring because there's like a step going all the way around. And that washer tank is pretty much full to begin with, so we're going to go for the classic Eric O reach around move and try to fish this thing right into the plastic tank. Now again, on camera, probably going to struggle here, but once I turn the camera off, I guarantee this thing will just slip right in, no problem. But still, it's not like a 3-hour job, right? Oh, come on. I wish I could see what I was doing here. You gotta do it all by feel. Let's try again. The trick is to get the grommet started at one point and just like work it around. If your fingers cooperate. Okay, I think it's in, right? So that's what it should look like. Down in there, get some lighting. Oh, come on. There you go. See the blue fluid down in there. There's the ring. Now let's pop this guy back in. Here goes nothing. Fishing our dipstick. This is kind of like playing Tetris. Right about there. Now I gotta push it in. Okay, I think that's it. Guess that's it. Looks like it's in. We don't need any clips. Any new clips rather. Why not? It's a Honda, we'll use a Honda clip. Factory. Sweet. That guy should pop right in there. Boom. Perfect. Stable. Fill up with water, make sure it doesn't leak. Let's get to the interesting part, the air conditioning. Alright, now we got that little washer tank figured out. Let's do the air conditioning diagnosis. So, first thing I want to do, start up the car, push the AC button, see what happens, see if the air conditioning clutch on the compressor kicks on or not. And I want to keep this kind of basic DIY, no scanners, maybe a wiring diagram, and we'll just go from there. Maybe a test light. Let's give it a shot. All right. Fire this thing up. All right, so turn on our fan. Turn on the AC. I hear the cooling fan kick on, but the air conditioning compressor most definitely did not. See, your compressor is not spinning. Give a shot at this. You see that guy? Yeah, there's the belt. There's your clutch, so it's not spinning. So now the question is, well, let's look at a wiring diagram, see how the system is laid out, because obviously, the button does something, the fan kicks on, but we don't know if the compressor is controlled by the computer or the HVAC unit. So is there a relay? There's probably a relay, but let's look at a wiring diagram before we dive in. Alrighty, in the Mystique on BBB Industries. So let's focus in on this AC compressor clutch relay. So both of the control and the load side are fed by a fuse. They see there's a fuse there, and hot at all times on the load side. And then from there we go to A, that's the next page. And here the control is accomplished by the PCM. So the PCM is in charge of this air conditioning clutch. So let's go to the next page and see where this load side wire goes. Let's see here, we don't need that. Zoom in. Here we go, A. And it goes to our AC compressor clutch. Pretty simple layout. So I think the easiest thing to do would be start right at the relay. Find this guy right here, under hood relay box. Take this relay out, put a test light in on just the control side, and see if when you press the button, does the test light turn on. If it does, that means this is good. The PCM wants the AC clutch to kick on, and then we have to focus on the load side. So let's go from there. So let's see, looking under the hood, here's the relay box. And we have any labels. So let's see, that looks like that. And I guess it looks like pictograms, kind of like European style. So I assume the snowflake is the air conditioning relay. So that would be this guy right here. And if we can manage to, let me get some pliers, we'll grab that out and see what pins we can adapt to. Alright, so I popped out the relay, and here it should be pretty clear that the big copper colored fat pins are the load side, and then the smaller bronze colored pins is the control side. It makes it really easy for us to tell which is which. So now let's get some adapters, put a test light just across the control pins, here and here, and see if the test light lights up. Alright, got this little simple setup, just a jumper, banana plugs, my favorite mini test light. Let that hang out here. Let's fire it up and see if the clutch is commanded on. Alright, fan is on, AC's on, you can see our light is on, push the button, AC's off, see if the light turns off, boom. Again, AC on, sweet. I like it. How cool is that? So, going back to our wiring diagram, what did we just rule out? We just ruled out a lot of things, meaning the control side, which is the complicated side. So I'm already happy about that. So on this AC compressor clutch relay, when we substitute a test light in here, the test light lit up, fantastic. So now the problem is either the relay itself or the load side. Easy check. Let's check the feed on the load side with a test light. We can manually energize the clutch, see if it clicks, if it engages on and off manually. And finally, if all those check out, then we're going after this relay. Alright, just because we already have this set up here, so the control side we're not worried about anymore, so let's unplug that. And just put the test light on the load side. So what should happen? If the circuit, if we have power and we have continuity through the wiring, through the clutch, the test light should light up. Now the test light only draws 250 milliamps, so the clutch will not engage, but at least we'll check for continuity through the system. So let's do that. Ha! Boom. Test light lights up. So I already know that we have power and we're getting a ground somewhere. And since that fuse isn't blown, it's not a short the ground. I think the ground is going through the compressor coil. So all we can do now is put a fuse jumper wire from here to here and see if the compressor clutch actually clicks on. Alright, fuse jumper. We'll go from positive to, ready? It works. So let's leave it plugged in, start the car up, and see if the air conditioner works. Yep, clutch is spinning. There it is. So we're manually energizing the AC compressor. Sweet, we got nice cold air. And the computer actually just kicked off our control because the fan stopped working, but obviously our compressor clutch is still manually energized, so we shouldn't run it like this for too long. It might freeze up or something. So let's shut that off. Now, last thing we have to do is check this relay. So everything checks out. Control side, load side. Basically, this is the last piece of the puzzle. And I'm hoping we're going to find a bad relay. So what we can do is manually jump power and ground to here and see if, you know, we can light a test light through the control or the load side pins. A couple different ways you can check this. You know, if it doesn't click at all when we apply power and ground to the control side, then it's junk. So let's let's rig something up to test this relay. All right, first quick check. I got positive jumper going right to one of the control pins. The other one I'm going to touch in the negative battery terminal. It clicks. Now we want to see if the load side can carry current when the relay is energized. Alright, it's getting a little busy here with the setup, but again, positive coming to now one of the control and the load side, so those are like the two constantly powered pins. Now the control we're going to touch in battery ground, that's going to click the relay, and I want to see if current can pass through the load side and light up the test light, which I've connected to this guy. 1 amp, it'll draw 1 amp on these two filaments here and here. When the test light is grounded right there. So again, easy check. If you have a couple of simple jumper wires and test light, let's try it out. So I'm going to attach this to the load, and we're going to click it. Bingo! No test light, even when the relay clicks. That is friggin' fantastic. So, what do we just prove? Just because a relay clicks doesn't mean it's good. The load side cannot carry any current even when the relay is energized. Complete 100% proof. That was pretty cool. No scanner required, just a simple wiring diagram, and a little knowledge on how a relay works and how to test it very quickly and efficiently. What I want to do here, just to prove the concept, let's grab another one of these relays, a similar one. I'm just going to grab a neighboring. Now, before we do that, let me label that guy. So this is, what do we say? X bad. This lady's getting pretty lucky. Cheap fix. I thought her AC clutch was toast or something, but nope. Just a bad relay. So let's pop out another one of these guys. If we can. Okay. Here's exactly the same relay. Let's hook it up the same way. Again, power to 2 pins. We're going to touch that on the ground, and our test light is right here. So that's going to be on the load. Okay, you guys can see the test light. Boom. Click. That's awesome. Pretty quick diag. I mean, what, a couple minutes? Relay's bad. That's it. That's the only thing wrong with this AC system. That's about it. So again, check your basics and don't trust clicking relays. You have to check them electrically. Not resistance. You have to do it under load to see if they can carry current. But that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Weather's getting better, so I'm going to hop on the bike and do a couple miles here around the block. Ithaca has some really, really awesome back roads. I mean, Pennsylvania is nice in terms of mountain biking, but around here you can just cruise for miles and miles with no traffic and do some little hills and whatever. But thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.